Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Casey here. Um, Thank you for checking me out. I'm with investorsinvestingtips.com and howtoplaystock.com. For those of you who don't know, part of my YouTube channel is to basically let people know about some of your different investing options that you have, how to play stock, and just give you some tips on investing in general. With that being said, though, I want to talk to you guys about I normally don't do this. It's about an individual, and I normally don't do this because you can get into getting off track and focusing in on other people instead of yourself. So I usually try to stay clear of talking about other people, but I wanted to make a video about this man. Simply because I've actually went through his program before, and there's a lot of hype out there and a lot of people talking about him right now. His name's Tai Lopez, and yes, he is marketing like crazy. Like, he's all over YouTube. He's got ads in YouTube, and the big question is this guy for real? Okay, I've never met the man, so I couldn't tell you if he's for real. Like, if everything that he has, like as far as the house, the cars and all that, I can't tell you if any of that's real or not. What I can tell you is the man is, I wouldn't even call him a genius marketer because it's not genius what he's doing. It's pretty simple. If you have half a brain, guys, use it. Because I'm going to let you know right now. From taking his course, okay, the big question is, should you try it? Is it worth it? Anything that, let me tell you this, anything that you can invest in to better yourself, okay, I would say it's probably worth looking into. Now, is it worth it? Well, it depends. It depends on the price you're willing to pay to invest in yourself. Okay, now, so that's the bigger question. So is Tai Lopez for real? Forget about that. Okay, forget about that question. He is for real. I mean, he's an individual who is making obviously a lot of money off of what he's doing. Okay, so I can't knock him for that. He is for real. Okay. Now, the things that he has, though, if you want my honest opinion on that, I would have to say it's perception. Okay, there's a lot of talk about him renting out this big mansion, and then just inviting people in, and then presenting it to the public like it's his house. Okay, now I don't know if that's 100% true or not. It definitely raises some eyebrows when you go on Zulu.com and you see the house that he's got in his YouTube ads. Up there for lease and rent and all that. So it definitely raises a couple red flags there. And honestly, that's where I have a problem with Tai Lopez, is with the way he's, perceived. The way people are perceiving him is basically if you do what he does, you're going to have the things that he has. That's the way people are perceiving it, okay? And there's two words I have for you. It's called perception marketing, okay? It's all about perception when you're marketing yourself, especially if you're trying to make a lot of money and do what he's doing on that kind of level. He has. If you go out and do some research on some of his YouTube videos. Apparently, I guess he's got about $16 million that he's thrown into YouTube marketing alone. Okay, so I can't knock him for doing any of that, because guess what? If you had $16 million that you could go out and spend on YouTube marketing, don't you think you would probably, you could do it too? Especially if it's money that you just had to blow. There's nothing wrong with that. So I can't knock him for doing that. What I disagree with, and this is just my opinion, what I disagree with when it comes to Tai Lopez and his marketing, is that his perception marketing techniques that he's using are giving this, perception to people, and people are perceiving him as if, like, whatever, if you replicate what he's doing, you're going to have what he has. Okay? And so it's not his fault that people are perceiving him that way, but he's doing it intentionally so that people will perceive him that way. Alright? And like I said, if you have half a brain, you'll understand this and you'll realize that pretty quick. Because, guys, last year I took his class, the 67-step program that he markets to you guys online. I took that class, and it was really beneficial for me. Like, it showed me a lot of things, again, that I already knew, but I just kind of was sleeping on. I'd totally forgotten about it, and it went into the back part of my brain. I just never really tapped into it again. So there's things in there that I already knew. Like, for instance, his whole class, okay, his whole 67-step program class is basically about reading books, okay? I mean, come on, guys. Do you want to learn? Do you want to learn some stuff? Pick up some books. Read. Duh. That's a no-brainer. I mean, so it's stuff like that. I already knew that. I wasn't doing it, though. Some of the good stuff that I got out of the class, though, was, he kind of shows you how to smart read or speed read. So that really sped up the process when it comes to reading books. Part of the reason why I didn't like reading books in the first place, because it took me so damn long to read it, read the books. So I picked up that skill set, and since then I've been reading, a lot faster, which is really good, because I have picked up some skill sets from reading some of the books that I wanted to read, not what Tai Lopez told me to read, okay? And because of that, I've been able to capitalize on it and make some money for myself. Basically, the price you're going to pay for taking Tai Lopez's 67-step program, he's going to upsell you on a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't do any of the upselling again. It wasn't worth it for me, because I've run a business before. I've failed multiple times at running businesses, so I know what it takes to run a successful business. And when I say successful, I just mean something that's going to stay around and be consistent. It doesn't even have to be profitable. You can make $0 with it, but, it'll survive the first year. So those kind of things, like, I already know how to do that. If you're in that position where you're trying to, you don't know anything about business, or you're trying to start a business, then yeah, it's probably going to be really beneficial for you, because it's going to show you a lot of things in there that business owners need to understand when they're running a business. Okay? Me, I didn't need his class for that. I went out and actually did it for myself. And that's the biggest thing, guys, that I think it's the biggest teacher of all. Like, Tai Lopez can't even come close to teaching me what I've learned through experience. Okay? And that's just it, I think Tai Lopez is a cool, I think he's a cool guy. I haven't met him, but if you were to ask me, should I go take his class, yeah, go ahead and give it a shot. If that's what you think you need, go ahead and take a shot. Like me, that's what I did. I was like, well, let's see if this thing's for real. It looks cool. So I tried it out, and that's just it. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to, here's an investing tip. If you want to be a good investor, invest in yourself. Start there. But it doesn't happen overnight. This is something that you guys have to be patient with, because it takes time. All right? I'm still learning. I'm always going to be learning. I'm going through school right now for a new degree, so I can pick up another trade or a skill, and go out into corporate America and work for someone else. Have that consistent income there. So I'm continually learning. I've got the YouTube channel up, and I'm shooting videos. And so, you know, it just got me thinking when I was going through trying to figure out what kind of videos I wanted to put together here over the next month. And I was like, well, you know, my whole channel is about investing. One of my sites is investingtips.com, and that whole thing was about giving tips on investing. Well, here's a good idea right here for a video on investors' investing tips. You know, if you want to be a good investor, invest in yourself. But it got me thinking about the Tai Lopez experience that I had, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to shoot a video on this because there is a lot of hype around him, and I want to break it down being somebody that's actually tried it and given it a shot. Because the one problem that I have with a lot of people is they'll go out there and make a video and bash somebody or some service or a program,